Good morning, happy Wednesday. Let's continue our lesson, and for today we have the topic false claims. Question A. Considering the holy man of God throughout Bible times, what must we understand about claiming final victory? We understand that all of them acknowledge that it's only by the grace of God. In 1 John 1:8 said, if we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. And Romans 7:18 said, for I know that in me dwelleth no good thing. I have the desire to do what is good, but there is no ability to do it. And in Galatians 6:14, Apostle Paul said, but God forbid that I should glory, except in the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, by which the world has been crucified to me and I to the world. We see that they acknowledge that it's only by the grace of God. And in the note we have the example of Daniel, a very faithful man. His friends were very jealous on him, and they were looking to find faults. Yet not a word or act of his life could they make appear wrong, and still he made no claim to sanctification, but he did that which was infinitely better. He lived a life of faithfulness and consecration. And the last part of note is showing us a false claims. Spurious sanctification leads directly away from the Bible. Religion is reduced to a fable. Feelings and impressions are made a criterion. While they profess to be sinless and boast of their righteousness, the claimants of sanctification teach that men are at liberty to transgress the law of God, and that those who obey its precepts have fallen from grace. A presentation of its claims arouses their opposition and excites anger and contempt. Thus their character is shown, for the carnal mind its enmity against God. For it's not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. Point B. Does the belief in the need for sanctification mean that we are to earn our salvation? No, not at all. John 14:15 said, if you love me, keep my commandments. And 1 John 3:5-6, it's telling us that if we abide in him, we will not sin. Whosoever abide in him sin not. And we see that we don't keep his commandments because we want to earn our salvation, but this is a result that we love him and we want to have our will according to his will. And it's not by our own earning salvation. It's only through becoming partakers of his nature that we receive power to obey his commandments. No man, high or low, experienced or unexperienced, can steadily maintain before his fellow man a pure, forceful life unless his life is hid with Christ in God. The greater the activity among men, the closer should be the communion of the heart with God. Righteousness has its root in godliness. No human being is righteous any longer that he has faith in God and maintains a vital connection with him. As a flower on the field has its root in the soil, as it must receive air, shower, and sunshine, so must we receive from God that which ministers to the life of the soul. We see the dependence on God for righteousness. His grace is the one who declares us righteous. And we see today that we study about some false claims. These false claims, one is the liberty to transgress the law of God while we profess to be sinless and boast on our own righteousness. And the second one was that we are trying to keep the commandments of God to earn the sanctification, which is only by the grace of God. This is when we keep the commandments is a result, the love of God in our heart, and we want to submit ourselves to Him and to love Him. May God bless us today to have our will and our desire to submit ourselves to Him, and He will do this work in us for His grace.